Hello, Leo. Welcome to your November 1st through 15th reading. This is going to be a general reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and we are going to be looking at the energies for you during these 2 weeks. And as I was shuffling the cards, the Five of Swords came out. So there may have been some conflict that you've had recently, and there could be a feeling of desertion or abandonment right now from other people in your life. It also represents an empty victory. So please know that this is a general reading, so this may or may not apply to you. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But my intention is today that you will be able to receive messages of hope and healing for you, whatever your situation is. And I'm tapping into the energy that needs to come through for Leo right now. And I'm also feeling North Node for this Leo reading. So if your Leo is in North Node, check out your natal chart and see where you are with this. But there's been some conflict with either you, between loved ones, either in your family or between you and a loved one, a significant other, or perhaps even in the workplace. And Spirit wants you to know that it's important to look at this from a higher perspective right now. As I was shuffling, this card flew out, and then I needed to start over because I needed to fix something, and then I started to get messages from the universe as your back deck, and this was the card that came out. It says attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. Okay, so this card definitely represents a separation between you and other people. Perhaps you are the one that walked away, because you see this person here, he's got two swords and he's very much in his ego. All right, so perhaps you have been working on your boundaries and knowing what you will and will not accept in a relationship or even with family and friends. And so you have separated yourself from any behavior that's egoic and selfish. And while you're walking away, it's important to remember that those actions from that person that you've walked away from, they're calls for help, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you are required to help. All right, but this helps you to be in a mindset of compassion for that person. All right, because that keeps us from bitterness, keeps us from taking on negative energy when we release it to the universe and we realize that why that person was doing whatever it is they were doing. You know, I see a lot of smirking with this too. So you may have someone that has done things on purpose to hurt you, and they're either not taking responsibility for it or they just don't give a fuck. And that's a problem, right? Those are not the kind of people we want to have in our lives. So this may be a time for you to really delve more into what that is all about. Whoa, yeah. It's time to make a choice, all right? So this person has made a choice with his Two of Wands, and wands are action. So there's action that's going to be taking place for you, Leo, since you have perhaps walked away from either your own egoic, selfish attitude, unruly behavior, something like that, and you're moving towards making a better choice, or this is your person that's doing that. But for a lot of you, I also sense that you're the person walking away from this behavior in someone else, and you've made your choice to take a stand, all right? And I love how he holds the world in his hands here. Now, you know the world represents cycles ending and completion. So I do feel like this is the end of a cycle with certain people in your life that have caused problems for you. See this? This man is actually looking towards this person like, oh, I made a choice. So you have made a choice, Leo, to choose yourself, to walk away from behavior that doesn't resonate with you anymore. Perhaps there have been people in your life that have crossed boundaries or just not treated you the way you need to be treated. Oh, and look under here. We have Temperance, all right? So temperance is all about self-control, and when it's paired with the Five of Swords, that to me shows that perhaps, Leo, you're making good decisions that are feeling balanced to me. And it is about cutting out certain people in your life with certain behaviors that do no longer serve. And this could also be behaviors in your own life that you're cutting out. But friends, what is that saying? Friends of a feather flock together. There may be people that you need to cut out in order to reach this balance that you know exists, but you haven't been experiencing. So you've made the choice to cut them out. And now you're moving into a more balanced, more self-controlled. This is also Cups. So you're learning to live from your heart. And any pain, fear, judgment, any feelings of separation that you're experiencing right now, those are calls for help, and that is important to ask for the divine assistance during this time. Oh, and look under here, the High Priestess, the Fool, the King of Cups. Wow. All right. Actually, I'm going to put this Hangman. So we have the Hangman. So things could feel a little stagnant for you right now, but I also feel like this is a time for a mindset shift, and you're starting to see the world in a completely new way. You're starting to see your life in a new way, because this Hangman, he's hanging upside down. So the things that seem to be right side up for you are now seeming more backwards. So for instance, if you had someone in your life that was not treating you well, that was toxic, unhealthy, you are finally at a place where you're like, yeah, I'm not putting up with that anymore. Your mindset has shifted. You've changed. This is beautiful, okay? And because you've made the choice to not put up with that kind of behavior in your life, balance is coming in for you and the strength to stand. These cards are so many major arcanas. Leo, there is a huge shift going on for you in November. Like, there's just no doubt about it. The energies between you and a person are amazing. So let's look at your person down here. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Swords and the Hierophant. So I do feel like your person is learning to free themselves as well. Well, up here you may be freeing yourself from actual people, and it can be mindsets as well. This person is also learning to free themselves from a mindset that has kept them trapped. And since the overall energy for this reading is the Hangman, this is moving from feeling trapped to a Hierophant. This is like a higher level of understanding and spirituality. And that's what I feel like is happening with this connection between the two of you. Is that too bright? That's too bright. So your person here has the Hierophant after the Ace of Pentacles. So your person may have been very focused on earthly wealth and earning money, very focused on work, and that has led them to feeling trapped in some way, because money is not everything in life. Money is great, and it can be a very good energy. It's a very good energy to attract. However, there are elements about it that can, the choices we make with that money can either leave us feeling trapped or make us feel free. So your person has perhaps made some decisions with the money that they have earned, been gifted, made some decisions with that money that have kept them trapped in some way or have led to being trapped. And a lot of it's in the mindset. which is being released for them this month. And this could be you, so this could be reversed. But I do feel like this is your person that we're talking about here, Leo. But the energies can always be reversed. So they're moving from money is everything to getting out of this trap mindset towards this Hierophant. So we're going to look a little bit more what this Hierophant means. But I am seeing this Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups being offered to this single woman or man who is a soulmate from the past. There's been some kind of rebirth, or there is coming some kind of rebirth with this person and you. All right, so the energies between the two of you. We have the High Priestess, the Fool, and the King of Cups. There's a knowing between the two of you that you're starting a new beginning, and it's a new beginning in love. But this love hasn't necessarily been spoken of between the two of you, but it's definitely felt. So we're going to move into the extension and look and see a little bit more about what this love is that is being felt between the two of you. What is this new beginning? What is it that you all know about each other, that you know about this connection? And we're going to also look at how your person feels about you. We definitely know that they're overflowing with love, but it not necessarily been spoken between the two of you yet. So join me over on Vimeo. We will look at that, and we will also look at actions to take, and we're also going to pull some abundance cards for you. I'll see you over on Vimeo. Thanks, guys.